Hi, everybody. I'm a real doctor. No, actually, I am a doctor. Dr. Manriquez, Dr. Manriquez. Dr. Man, if you're into the whole brevity thing. The doctor that kills. Oh. Actually, Dr. Manriquez is my mother's name. You can call me, please. Settle down, settle down. Nobody cares about the patriarchy. Nobody that matters anyway, until she's president. People get excited when they find out I'm a doctor. A lot of people don't know any doctors. They ask me, what kind of doctor are you? Because they got this rash they want me to look at. And I tell them, I'm a street medicine doctor. I take care of homeless people on the streets and in encampments. Their shoulders slump because nobody's looking at that rash today. They were just trying to be polite, and now they have to pretend to care about homeless people. I was in Seattle last summer, a surprisingly hot summer day, and I saw this commotion on the sidewalk, and street medicine doctor, I was worried maybe someone overdosed. I headed over there, saw this homeless man on the sidewalk, but there was a group of people around a car. And as I walked over, this waiter came running out of a restaurant with an ice cold glass of water, stepped right over the homeless man, started working through the crowd. Homeless guy was like, I'm thirsty, can I have some water? Nobody heard him, because in the car, there was a puppy, and he looked hot. His little puppy tongue dangling out, and the window was just cracked an inch, and it was a hot summer day. So our heroic waiter poured that ice cold water through the crack of the window. The little puppy crunched a little ice cube, and the whole crowd went, aww. Homeless guy stood up right next to me. He said, what a cute puppy. And it snapped the waiter right out of his puppy trance. He started rummaging around in his pocket. He said, wait, please. And he extended his hand and then maced the homeless man right in the face. He got me too. And so I looked over at this homeless guy, and we locked eyes. He's so cute. We don't care about homeless people, but we're not comfortable saying it. And so what we say is, it's such a sad situation. It's so hard. How do you even start? It's so complex. Yesterday, my son told me he was hungry. And I started talking to him about the industrial food system and the recalls of cold cuts a few weeks ago, and I don't even know what to do anymore. And he looked at me like, so you're not gonna make me a sandwich? And I said, well, I want to, honey, it's just complicated. Right? We say it's complicated because we don't want to deal with it, we want to make it go away. But we do complicated things all the time, especially in medicine. I saw this homeless man under the bridge, and he couldn't walk. He had soiled himself, he had a fever. Now, for these comics over here, that's just Tuesday. But medically, I'm worried that he's going to need complex life-saving surgery. So the EMTs come and take him away, and they could not be less interested in this man. And as they're loading him up, one of them asks me, so how do you know? And I looked at her confused. And she was like, well, because they're all bums, right? How do you know which ones to take to the hospital? I said, well, I'm a doctor, so that helps. But the real question you're asking is, what do we do with homeless people? How do we deal with homeless people? And here's the answer. Pretend it's a person. I know you don't think that, and that's fine, but just pretend it's a person. Okay, I'm not asking you to pretend it's a puppy. Okay, just pretend it's a person. Then what would you do? Let's do that. All right, thank you all.
Luis Manriquez! If there is a civil war, I do want him on our team.